Good morning, I'm Simon Dorries. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Responsible Wood. Responsible Wood writes the Australian standards for sustainable forest management, and we also have the Responsible Wood certification program, which identifies timber and forest products that are grown in accordance with the Australian standard from sustainable sources. I'm here this morning with Dominic from HQPlantations.
Morning, Simon. HQPlantations is one of Australia's biggest timber growers. We have nearly 200,000 hectares of sustainable productive plantations. While most of Australia grows radiata pine, our subtropical conditions are more suited to southern pines, which originate from the southern USA. We actually grow a hybrid that was created in Queensland for our conditions, which is a cross between slash pine from Florida and Caribbean pine. It's fast growing, it's got very good wood quality, and it withstands swampy and windy conditions. We also run a genetic improvement program that's focused on continual improvement of that hybrid. And today we're going to be having a look at our nursery where we produce our seedlings, and also at our breeding operations, our seed orchards where we produce our seed, and the final product.
This is HQPlantations Talara Nursery, where we produce the seedlings for our annual re-establishment programs. The capacity of this nursery is about 8 million seedlings. So these will take 9 months to grow, so they'll be ready in about 6 months' time for planting in the field.
As a certified forest grower, we're required under AS 4708 to do research. In our breeding program, we're selecting not just for the growth rate of the trees, but also for their stem straightness, for wood quality, for fine branching, and for resistance to wind throw. The Resi tool is one of the instruments that we use to assess wood quality. It drills a high tensile steel needle through the tree and gives us a reading of the modulus of elasticity, which is what our mills use to grade our timber. All the traits we measure are analysed together using Tree Breeding Australia's tree plan software, which optimally weights the traits that benefit us as the grower, and also the traits that benefit our mills who process our wood. The basis of breeding is taking pollen from the best male parents and putting it onto the best female conelets to produce improved seed for the next cycle of field tests. We select the best trees in those field tests to use as parents for the next cycle of breeding. Over the past 5 years, we've managed to reduce the time it takes to complete a cycle of breeding from 12 years down to 8 years. That's a 33% improvement in the speed of delivery of genetic gain into our plantations. We're also working with an international consortium to build a DNA chip that will give us information about the genome of the trees. This information has the potential to reduce our cycle length down to 6 years. The prospect of collecting information from aerial LiDAR scanning and combining this with DNA information could accelerate genetic gains a great deal in the years ahead.
Here's where we produce seed for replanting our plantations. These trees are grafted copies of the best individuals from field trials. Over the past 10 years, we've made genetic improvement in our seed orchards. We've got 18% increase in growth, 10% in wood quality, and 14% in wind firmness. Each colour combination on a tree represents copies of the same parent tree. Pine cones are collected separately from each parent tree, and the seed lots are targeted to specific sites.
Genetic improvement is all about continuous improvement of wood volume and wood quality to make our renewable resource even more sustainable and competitive into the future.